He says, "Hello everyone. It's finally done. I won't be playing for Fnatic next year. I'm obviously very sad to come to this point because unfortunately it was not necessarily the thing I wanted the most. The rumors that it was me and me alone who wanted to leave are true. It was me and me alone who let Fnatic know my intention to leave the team." Kind of like a non-statement. Upset announced that he had to leave for urgent family reasons 12 hours before our first match. So we had a meeting at 11 p.m. the night before. Our first match was at 11 a.m. I let you imagine the team atmosphere of the team 12 hours before our official start of the Worlds, with only 2 scrim games with Bean that were finished in 10 minutes each. So he's saying that they got hard stomped. 10-minute scrims is when you call it after 10, because everyone is just not, that there's no chance you're going to win. Between us, there's absolutely nothing legal in Upset's departure, and his departure is totally unjustified, at least until he says why he really left. Because, until today, Upset just left to join his girlfriend because she felt bad to be alone. And maybe I'm wrong, who knows? Anyway, those were the last words he said to us before he left us one day before Worlds. Of course, after the Worlds, I asked for details, but apparently he didn't tell anyone the exact reason for his departure. There's nothing urgent because otherwise he would have told us. And personally, I don't give a damn about the privacy reason when I worked. We all worked hard for 1 year to reach Worlds, knowing that even the management of Fnatic still doesn't know, eh? You're going to tell me why I'm saying this? I'm not trying to create any drama. I'm just saying some things that I have in my heart since the end of Worlds that are still unanswered. Things that should have been said sooner or later. Okay, this is fucking hilarious and crazy. I had to think about this for a hot minute when I was waking up today, because you're that fucking down bad. Your girlfriend misses you, and you leave at Worlds 12 hours before the match. It doesn't even matter really when you leave. Realistically, is it really that much better to leave 3 days or a week before your first match? You're fucking your team regardless, because your team had played with you the entire year. They poured all of their time and effort and resources into playing with you, and then ditching them the last second before Worlds is crazy. I'm gonna say that, like, if what he says is true, then Upset is fucked. Like, that is just absolutely unacceptable. It's unbelievable. You're basically saying that, you know, your girlfriend's loneliness or your loneliness matters way more than the collective time and effort of a whole year of your entire team and org. Like, all of your teammates, everyone's stress and hard work and everything, you're just going to throw down the drain because you're in this situation where one of you or your girlfriend is really lonely. But I guess on the other hand, maybe Adam is mistaken. Maybe there is a reason. And in that case, I still think that Upset is in the wrong, because you owe your teammates an explanation. I actually agree with Adam so hard here that privacy is not a good excuse for not telling your teammates why you have to leave. This is something that is so important to everyone. This is literally everyone's dream. Like, this is everyone's, possibly the most important part of these people's lives, is like playing at Worlds right here. This is everything that they've worked for. So, you know, I say, like, fuck the privacy. You owe your teammates an explanation for why you're leaving. You don't have to give them all of the details, but you just have to justify why you're leaving enough so that they can understand. That's at least what you owe your teammates. That is my opinion. Yeah, sure. You know, don't tell them all of the painful details if there really is something, but you have to tell them enough so that they can at least feel good about basically you throwing away your team's chances at Worlds, because everyone worked so fucking hard to be there, and they boot camped there for over a month. It is not fun. Like, it is all hard work and stress. So to put it all away, like, yeah, you need to have a really good justification. And it looks like Adam got nothing. He got the exact opposite. He got a terrible justification. So, okay, he says, that's it for the little parentheses. Now that Upset is gone, we have to deal with it. Maybe we could have made it out of these groups if everyone had managed to keep their spirits up from the beginning of the competition. But unfortunately, not everyone was really mentally prepared to handle the situation and deal with it, along with all the potential personal problems that can arise and create even more shit in your head when you're already in bad shape. Okay, so he's talking about, like, after Upset leaves, keeping the spirits up and dealing with the situation. This is a little bit of copium here. I don't think that a team that spent 99.9% of their time throughout the year playing with one person can then just switch to the guy that they played 2 total games with and, just say, oh, let's keep our spirits up, guys. We can still do it. Like, really, it doesn't matter how good your spirits are. You could have fucking the Zen Buddhist mindset of just like, oh, I can, I'm just gonna roll with the punches. I'm totally fine. Like, it doesn't matter. You're just screwed. That's competition. That's why you're at Worlds. It's the 16 or whatever. They're the best teams in the world. When you're in group stage, it's the top 16 teams in the world. just because you have a good mental does not mean you're going to fucking perform well with this situation. So believe it or not, our worlds in general will not have been joyful from beginning to end. Far from it. It was hard, but we still managed to go until the end, to stay together, and to give everything we had in the second week. Now we come to the post-Worlds moment. After Worlds, I tried to have explanations about Upset's departure, as said above, without answers. And that's fucked. That's so fucked. Of course, you deserve an answer. You completely deserve an answer as his teammate and as someone who was working your ass off the whole year. After that, I was seriously thinking about leaving Fnatic. Then came the Perks and Alfari rumors. When I learned that Fnatic was trying to replace me, I honestly felt like a betrayal, and that's when I wanted to leave this team. But it's not over yet. Indeed, Perks had signed before Alfari, which left Alfari without a team. So Perks, the rumor is he's going to Vitality. I actually don't know. Sure, so he signed to Vitality before Alfari did. Alfari's not team. To my great surprise, Upset tried to recruit Alfari behind my back, of course. I learned later that after the Worlds, he was already trying to change the top side, including Niski. I also learned later that the bot lane in general didn't want to play with me anymore and was looking for a veteran type of top laner. Okay, I mean, this part is weird. Upset trying to recruit Alfari behind his back. Again, you're never going to try to replace somebody in front of their face. So this doesn't really matter. This is a bit of like a straw man, I would say. The fact that his management was already trying to replace him, and then him learning about Upset trying to replace him, it's like it kind of almost falls in the same category of just like, yeah, they're trying to look for another player. You're not going to get almost never. I do think it's morally wrong, but it's not really uncommon, I guess. Of course, afterwards, I went to see Upset to explain myself, and he let me understand that I was not up to his ambitions. Which is absolutely hilarious, man. What a hypocritical little fucking thing to say. If that's actually true, Upset said he's not up to his ambitions. This guy literally threw his team's year down the drain. He either threw his team's year down the drain for a terrible reason, or he had a reason, and for some reason, he has a legitimate reason, and for some reason, he just doesn't want to tell anybody. He doesn't want to tell the management. He doesn't want to even tell the management and let them know, I'm going to let you guys know. And I just want you to convey that, like, I don't want you to share the reason. I just want you to understand why and be able to convey to, like, the other players that it's, like, real. Like, he literally doesn't tell anybody, which I think is crazy disrespectful. So I think it's a lose-lose for him in this situation. I don't really know. We'll see how it shapes up, but I don't really see how Upset can get himself out of this. And the fact that he said not up to his ambitions, I mean, the guy literally bailed in the most important time of fucking, yeah. Obviously, I have no problem with the situation because it gave me the opportunity to do a short time in less than optimal conditions for me and allowed me to evolve in a lot in a short time. I totally understand that players with big ambitions don't necessarily want to be patient and have to teach the game to newcomers. I left because I was treated like shit by the management and even players of the team, but I consider that I played a very important role in the success of Fnatic during this summer. It's not for nothing that we managed to go from 5th place to 2nd place in the space of a split, but people tend to forget that, and when you're a rookie, you don't have shit to say when other people have like 1,000 times your say in everything related to team building. He has a pretty real perspective here. That is true. The rookies don't have much say in team building. He did play really well in Summer Split. He popped off. And even the fact that he says players with big ambitions don't want to be patient and teach the game to newcomers, that is sometimes true and sometimes not. But I respect that he's able to at least say that. It's like very humbling for himself. Like he's like showing a lot of humility here. I think he's really good. It's not, you don't have to be that patient to play with someone like Adam. I don't know. Maybe I've never played with him, but somebody who's really good, you don't have to be that patient. The guys that are really good are going to learn fast. I have very good memories of my adventure at Fnatic as a whole. It just ended in a very unfortunate way, but I left because I could not support what was happening or what happened. Of course, a big thank you to everyone who followed me during this short adventure. Love you all. And I really mean it. Everyone who supported me, you're all amazing. And I've been reading all your messages, even though I don't reply to them all. # we love Niski. I got to say that Adam's post was overall, it was a joy to read. And this is so crazy for Upset, man, because I'm going to think of it from two angles. One of them is that, Adam is wrong in all of this and that Upset does have a really big reason. And like I said before, it's Upset fucked up real bad by not telling anyone. The management fucked up extreme, like maybe even worse. I don't know. This is just totally crazy. It's so terrible what happened to everyone. On the other hand, if Adam is right, what really should have happened is they should have immediately booted Upset. It's just totally unacceptable. I guess we'll have to see, whether he's right or wrong. How can they get out of this? Check Upset's wife's tweet. For all the people who are speaking and giving opinions without knowing absolutely anything, creating memes and being mean, please go fuck yourself. Do you really think my husband would leave Worlds just because I miss him? Please respect people's privacy and have a life. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Well, the internet is creating memes and being mean. That's true. Again, respecting someone's privacy. I think you honestly kind of throw that out the window when you join a team. When you join a team, it's like a brotherhood of people who have the same goal. You're essentially in a boat together. You're in a figurative boat together, and you're trying to sail to the same destination. How the fuck can you possibly have privacy in that situation? Like, there's some level of privacy. Of course, you don't have to tell your teammates everything, but things that affect your other crewmates, you're gonna have to tell them why. Like, that's just the most basic thing. Like, even if you just give them a very vague answer, that is still okay. That is still going to, you know, I feel like for Adam, he doesn't have to know exactly why. He just has to know, he has to have a feeling that it's justified. Everyone on the team, not just him, not just Adam, all 4 of his teammates and coach and fucking manager, whatever, analysts should feel that way, that it's justified. So that does seem really immature. You need closure. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You know, let's just say that one of his family members passed away and it's really painful, right? He doesn't have to say which family member. He just has to say, you know, like I'm experiencing like a family tragedy or something like that, or I don't know. There's just something. I don't really know what else you could possibly say. You just need to give your teammates something. Upset and Adam. This is good. This is good. This is actually fucking hilarious. Jesus. Slight Arcane spoiler. Twitter does not miss. No. I have to like this. This is too funny. This is actually too fucking funny. Do you think Adam fucked his career with that tweet? No. I think you'd have to be crazy, at least not be able to sympathize with somebody who feels like super wronged and feels really... Because like how unfair is that, right? Like you go to Worlds, you think that you're playing well for a rookie. He's proud of his performance, at least up until Worlds. And then you get the short end of the stick, you know? Your fucking 80 carry bails, no justification, and then your team is just trying to replace you. You're told by the guy who, in your mind, bailed for no reason that you're not up to his ambitions. And it's like, this is so fucked up. Like, I deserve an explanation, and maybe I don't deserve to not get replaced. That's totally up to them, but it just feels really unfair. So I don't really see like the only thing that you could really say in this situation is like it does open up a can of worms for the community to speculate on, and you know, so he's creating drama in that way. But I don't know if this is a bad look for him. Maybe to some people it is, but to me it doesn't make me like Adam anymore. I assume he has a reason. Why do I don't deserve to know it. Upset never has to tell me anything. He doesn't owe the community a fucking like a word. In fact, like he doesn't owe anybody except for his teammates, who are his like basically his brothers, an explanation at all. But he does owe his teammates one, and that's why this whole thing is so fucked up, because Adam feels like he didn't get that, and he couldn't get it from the management even after Worlds. He couldn't get an answer from Upset or management, so he doesn't owe me shit. He doesn't owe like anybody, just his teammates. Read Fnatic CEO's tweet. Okay, yo, somebody link it. Who's the Fnatic CEO? You are the future of League of Legends. I think you're an incredible person inside and outside the game, and I'm super excited for your progression as a player. I understand your frustrations. Not everything is clear to you, but sport can be like this. I'm sad to see you go and to see your frustrations. I've definitely made a mistake as a CEO if one of the players I respect the most has these feelings. We will work hard to improve on this and look at what we could do differently. So far, just a bunch of PR bullshit means nothing. Just a bunch of nothing. Thank you for everything you've achieved. I hope I get to see you back here someday. Until then, I'm sure you're going to crush it in your next team where you can be its star. Good luck, Prince. What a dog shit series of tweets. Why did he even bother? This is actually so in bad taste. What the fuck is he saying? He's basically just trying to commend him. It's like this guy has these like real issues. He like made this Twitlonger from the heart. He wants answers and he wants to share his feelings. And all this guy does is say, "You're so amazing, man. I'm so sad to see you go, man. I really hope you come back sometime. We're going to do better." He doesn't want that. Like, he doesn't want your compliment. He could not give less of a shit about what you think about him. You could think that he's the worst top laner in LEC. You could think that he's the best. I don't think Adam would give a single fuck about what you think. He wants to know why his last year went the way that it did. No one was asking for this. No one wanted this answer. This guy is just so tone deaf. Adam took the bait. I mean, it's just you. Of course, you want to suck up to the CEOs, guys. You think that publicly you're gonna see something like this? This is obviously, this guy's the CEO, right? He's the founder of Fnatic. You're gonna want to keep your options open with some of the most powerful people in the scene. You're not going to fucking tell this guy to fuck off. This is potentially your future employer that you're talking about. So yeah, you're definitely not going to come out and be like, you're a dumbass for tweeting this. You're gonna say thank you. I don't even read his tweet. Where's Adam's response? I legit don't even see it. Hold on. 50 times, I can already tell you're a wonderful person. Trust me, I say with all that happened, I'm still proud I was a part of Fnatic. And trust me, I will keep growing. Cheers and love. Thank you for the kind words, little prince. Let's just call you Prince now. Okay, I mean, like, sure, have this wholesome moment with him. Still, doesn't make this any less of a dog shit tweet. This is just a PR, a canned answer and a canned response to try to keep the relationship alive. What is that Prince shit? I don't know. It's a fucking Fnatic special. At the end of the day, if this guy cannot muster it up to tell his team why he's leaving or his management, he doesn't deserve to be on our team. We're sorry you're displeased with our product. Yeah, that's hilarious.